You're standing at gate B17. Your vacation starts in less than 2 hours. You checked in yesterday. You arrived at the airport early. Your boarding pass says seat 18A. Then the gate agent picks up the microphone.
This flight has been oversold. We're looking for volunteers willing to take a later flight.
You look at your boarding pass. You paid for your ticket. You have an assigned seat. So, how can the airline sell your seat to someone else? Today, we're pulling the thread behind one of the most misunderstood practices in commercial aviation. And the answer isn't what most people think. Most people assume airlines overbook flights because they're greedy. It certainly feels that way. If an airplane has 180 seats, why wouldn't an airline simply sell 180 tickets? The answer begins with a simple fact. Every single day, passengers miss flights. Some get stuck in traffic. Some miss connecting flights. Some cancel at the last minute. Others simply never show up. If airlines sold only one ticket for every seat, airplanes would leave with empty seats every day. And once an aircraft takes off, every empty seat represents revenue that can never be recovered. So airlines do something remarkably sophisticated. They study decades of travel data. Not every route behaves the same. A Monday morning flight from New York to Chicago attracts different travelers than a Saturday flight to Orlando. Different airports, different seasons, different times of day. Every route has its own patterns. Using those patterns, airlines estimate how many passengers are unlikely to board. Most of the time, those estimates are incredibly accurate. Passengers who arrive get their seats. Passengers who don't arrive don't leave empty seats behind. Everyone wins. But sometimes, the prediction is wrong. Everyone shows up. Now the airline has more passengers than seats. That's when you hear the announcement asking for volunteers. Contrary to popular belief, airlines don't begin by forcing passengers off the airplane. They begin by asking whether anyone is willing to take a later flight in exchange for compensation. The offer may start with a travel voucher. If nobody accepts, it often increases, sometimes to hundreds of dollars, occasionally to thousands. For travelers with flexible schedules, what sounds like bad luck can become an unexpected opportunity. If no one volunteers, an airline may have to deny boarding to a passenger. In the United States, this process is regulated by the Department of Transportation. Passengers who are involuntarily denied boarding may be entitled to compensation depending on the length of the delay and the circumstances. Fortunately, this happens far less often than most people believe because the overwhelming majority of oversold flights are resolved with volunteers. So what does this mean for you? Check in as early as possible. Arrive at your gate before boarding begins. And if you're not in a hurry, don't ignore that announcement asking for volunteers. The first offer isn't always the best one. Sometimes waiting just a few minutes can make a significant difference. Airlines aren't betting that you'll miss your flight. They're betting that someone will. Most of the time, they're right. The next time you hear a gate agent ask for volunteers, you'll know what's happening behind the scenes. And instead of wondering why, you'll understand the system. At Thread and Compass, we believe understanding how everyday systems work helps us make better decisions. If you enjoy exploring the hidden logic behind everyday life, consider subscribing. We'll pull another thread soon.